Welcome to History and Geopolitics, the channel that explains today's world through the lens of history. In 2026, the world stands at the brink of major change. Tensions between the United States and China are rising, war continues in Europe, new power struggles over the Arctic, and critical resources are intensifying, and a completely new world order is taking shape. Most people watch the news and feel confused or angry, but a smaller group sees the patterns repeating. They understand that what is happening today is not random, it is history in motion. In this first video, we will explore why history matters more than ever right now. We will examine why empires fall, how decisions made hundreds of years ago still shape today's conflicts, and which historical patterns are playing out exactly in 2026. Over the next 30 minutes, you will learn three major historical patterns that repeat throughout time, how ancient empires still influence modern geopolitics, and where we actually stand in the grand cycles of history. History doesn't always rhyme, but it often repeats, and those who understand the patterns are better equipped to see the future. Let us begin with the most fundamental truth. Empires always fall for the same reasons: overextension, economic exhaustion, internal divisions, and rising challenges. This pattern has repeated from the Roman Empire to the British Empire and the Soviet Union. Today, we are seeing the same forces at work again, only in modern form. One classic concept is the Thucydides Trap, when an established superpower becomes fearful of a rising new power. This led to the Peloponnesian War between Sparta and Athens in the 5th century BC. Today, we see the exact same dynamic between the United States and China. Another recurring pattern is imperial overstretch. When an empire tries to maintain strength everywhere at once, its resources eventually run dry. This happened to the British, to the Soviets, and many argue that the United States is now facing the same challenge. Geography also plays a decisive role. Whoever controls Eurasia, the world's oceans, and critical trade routes has always determined who holds global power. This remains as true today as it was 1,000 years ago. Let us take a closer look at some of the empires that still shape our modern world. The British Empire redrew the map of the Middle East and Asia in ways that continue to fuel conflicts over a century later. The fall of the Ottoman Empire created modern Turkey and many of the problems in the Balkans and the Middle East. The Mongol legacy still influences Russia's view of its sphere of influence. The collapse of the Soviet Union explains why Russia is so obsessed with its buffer zone in Eastern Europe. We are currently living in a period that bears strong similarities to both the 1910s and the 1970s, a multipolar world where new alliances are forming, nationalism is rising, and competition over resources is becoming more intense. The difference today is that technology, artificial intelligence, drones, cyber warfare, and nuclear weapons makes everything faster and far more dangerous than before. In conclusion, history is not just old dates and dead people, it is the best tool we have for understanding power, war, peace, and how the world truly works. If you want deeper analyses about China and the United States, the future of Europe, specific empires, or what-if scenarios, write in the comments what you want the next video to be about. Thank you for watching the very first video on this channel. If you learned something new today, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. History shapes the future. See you soon.